11. The Devoted Barber. Picture reading. Look at the following pictures. Can you name them? Think and tell your teacher the same. Kishan Lal. Tools of Barber. Idol of Lord Krishna. King. Bowl with oil. Sandalwood stool. Grammatical awareness. Relative pronouns. Relative pronouns are used to join sentences to refer back to a noun or a pronoun. As they join sentences, they are pronouns as well as conjunctions. Relative pronouns through pictures. Look at these sentences. 1. This is the boy. He won the first prize. This is the boy who won the first prize. 2. This is a clock. I bought it yesterday. This is a clock that I bought yesterday. 3. These are the shoes. Sachin wore them. These are the shoes which Sachin wore. 4. This is my chair. Its legs are broken. The chair whose legs are broken is mine. 5. We met a person yesterday. He is my teacher. The person whom we met yesterday is my teacher. How they are used. Who, whom, whose. For persons. Which. For animals and things. That. For both persons and things. Some more examples. The dog which bit me is not feeling well. Mr. Srinivas, who is an artist, showed me how to draw a beautiful scenery. I like stories which have happy endings. The barber who cuts my hair has gone away. We met the man whose house was burgled. The man whom we met yesterday is a great singer. The Devoted Barber. Reading. Barber Kishan Lal was a great saint and a pious man. During the old days, people thought a barber was a person of low birth. Kishan Lal thought that he was a barber because he did some foul deed in his previous birth. He thought that only the worship of God would relieve him from his misery. In his house there was a beautiful idol of Lord Krishna, to which he was extremely devoted. Every morning, after taking his bath, Kishan Lal would worship Lord Krishna, and only after this act he would do his routine work. Once the king asked his messenger to fetch Kishan Lal. He was in his prayers, and so he told the messenger through his wife that he was not at home. One years, and so he told the messenger through his wife that he was not at home. Kishan's wife repeatedly said the same thing. One of the wicked neighbors went and complained to the king that Kishan Lal did not obey his order when the messenger came for him. He said that Kishan, in spite of being at home, told that he is not at home. This made the king very furious. He ordered his soldiers that Kishan should be caught and thrown into the river to die. Just before the order could be carried out, Lord Krishna took the guise of Kishan to rescue him. Taking Kishan's instruments, he went to the king's palace. He stood before the king and bowed with all respect. Looking at Kishan Lal, the king's anger disappeared at once. Requesting the king to be seated before him, he shampooed and shaved him. Happy with his acts, the king asked Kishan to massage his body with the fragrant oil. As the king was seated on his stool, which was made of sandalwood, Kishan applied oil. The beautiful bowl containing this oil, embedded with jewels and precious stones, was placed before the king. When the king looked into the bowl, to his surprise, he saw the reflection of Lord Krishna with his dark complexion with a crown of shining gold. Amazed at this, the king looked up and saw Kishan doing his work. Then he bent his head into the bowl and he once again saw Lord Krishna's reflection, and he again looked up. He once again saw Kishan. This act repeated twice or thrice. The king gave Kishan a handful of gold coins. Lord Krishna, in the guise of Kishan, went back to his house and hung his stool and put the coins in his bag. After this incident, the king became very restless, and he once again sent his messenger to fetch Kishan immediately. Kishan was scared at the sight of the messenger once again. He thought the king must have been angry with him and had planned a very severe punishment. As he went into the palace, Kishan was surprised to see the king greeting him and welcoming him. Not only Kishan but also the other courtiers were surprised at this act of the king. The king fell on his knees and bowed to Kishan and said, "In the morning you showed something which is true. I want you to please show it once again." The king made the courtiers to bring the bowl studded with gold. It was filled with oil. He asked Kishan to look into it. Kishan followed the order of the king. Kishan was confused with the king's behavior. After some time, Kishan guessed what might have actually happened. He started wailing and said, "Oh, the dweller of Vaikuntha, oh Narayana, you have done an unimaginable task just for me. This is unbelievable. You have taken up the guise of a poor barber. You have touched my instruments. This is a great honor to me." Hearing this, the king said, "Oh God, thank you for this act of yours. You have rescued your disciple from the clutches of death. You have saved me." He wept, saying these words to himself. The king once again fell on his feet and prostrated against him. He was overjoyed and said, Kishan, it's only because of you I was able to see Lord Krishna, my Lord. Kishan now saw the coins in the bag and distributed them among all the poor people. From that day onwards, the king was a different kind of person altogether. He dedicated the remaining part of his life in the service of God.